Welcome to PJ Live with your hosts, Laurie and Andrea. PJ Live is a fun, fast-paced weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. Tune in for highlights from all of the articles, blogs, vlogs, and podcasts from the week. Then grab your favorite snack or beverage and peruse PromoJournal.com for the content that interests you. But first, here's Laurie and Andrea.
Hey, welcome to PJ Live, a weekly recap of PromoJournal's content. I'm Laurie.
I'm Andrea,
and we're your hosts.
She's back! Yay! I'm back! Thank you! And this is amazing!
Yes, your first time on the
I know! You and Hallie looked so cute on it last week, so now I'm here. This is awesome.
Yes.
I feel like we're pro now.
We are. We have a home.
It's our new set.
It is. Nice to
Feels
be
official.
back on the set with
I know, you too.
Look at this. All right. So I did not have promo this week.
I was sick, so didn't even try.
I know. I'm glad you're feeling better.
I do. I feel much better.
March.
That's right. That's all we can say.
It is. Terrible. February's not much better.
No. But we expect it in February. I'm like starting to get that spring, like ready for spring. And
yes.
But
and
I'm
you
good.
make it that far and you think,
I wasn't sick all winter.
Yeah. No.
Oh well. I'm feeling
what are you
better.
Gonna do?
Yep.
All right. Well, we started off this week with the Monday Minute with Kirby Hassanen, and he said you are capable of more than you believe.
Yes, and he said just when you think your schedule is full and you keep adding things, you discover, wow, I can actually do more than what I believe I can, which is, I believe, is true. I mean,
I think it's true too, and I hear that a lot. People will say, oh, how do you do everything that you do? And I don't know. I think part of it's from being a mother of 4. Yes. You just learn to juggle things. And I tend to do better, I think, when I'm busier.
I think that probably works for a lot of people. Like when you keep moving forward and you keep going, you just,
and
I don't know, it's just a natural. Yes. Well, you have to be, right?
Yes. If I have the downtime, then I tend to get lazy.
Yes. So. Same. So I agree. So that was a good one, Kirby.
Yes. And then we had picks of the week this week.
It was so fun. Green thumb, which I laughed because I do not have at all. You don't? I am so surprised.
No, I've completely gone to
so good at it. Really? So okay, so there are 2 plants that I have. I shouldn't say I'm a total not green thumb, but Nate and I, my husband, we've been married for 21 years, and we still have plants that we bought when we first moved in together before we got engaged. They're 2 of the same plants. One's a palm tree. One's like those plants you can't kill. I forget what they're called. I don't know. But anyway, I have 2
Is it the one with like those tall kind of spiky?
No, it's like it has the big leaf that looks like this. I bet you have one upstairs.
Maybe. I do have a few real plants.
But that's because they're almost impossible to kill, but we've had those for 21 years.
That's impressive.
But everything else I kill. Yeah, so.
Yes, so I don't know. So green thumb.
Mandy Clay.
Let's see. Hold on, Mandy. All right.
Minnie Parker line. Desk plants.
Yes, and I have one. I don't know what this is called.
And it's real, right? I mean, it's real.
It's a real plant that they send to you.
Wow. And she said it's under, it does well under any light condition. And she loves having a product that's more sustainable, in promo. So that's awesome. And she said she kills plants too.
And
she doesn't kill that one yet.
It said right in the notes, hard to kill.
Yes, that's hilarious.
So this would be what I need. And I do have something kind of like that. And it is hard to kill.
Yeah.
I don't think you hardly ever have to water or do anything.
That's amazing.
So
I'm going to add that to my repertoire.
Whatever it is. Yes. All right.
And then Emily Codner did a dinosaur planter by Jornik. And it's this cute 3-inch tall, made of ceramic, and it's already preloaded with soil and seeds. And it takes me back to the days of being little and seeing the
eggheads. Remember
the chia pets, all of it. Like, it's so cute.
So this one is similar. It's all preloaded and you just add water.
Yes, I love that.
So that's neat.
They're fun.
Those are fun. It's a fun
and they don't take up much space. It's cute.
No, very cute.
Yes. So. And the next one is by Chelsea Williams, and she did a modern sprout encouragement seed balm by Gemline, and this was adorable.
So cute.
It's she said it's an 1.25 inch seed ball with organic seeds, and it includes the planting instructions, but it's packaged in a cute bag with a really sweet message. So I love that.
Yeah, the whole
Wouldn't that
presentation.
be fun for Easter baskets? Like a little Easter gift too.
And they have like mint, lemon, basil, lavender, it said. So some really neat scents.
I love it. So that was really cute.
That was a cute one. I like that one too. So those are some great picks of the week, whether you have a green thumb or not. There are some things that are hard to kill in there, I guess. So, but I love getting things like that. That's such a great idea.
Me too.
And especially with spring coming up. So, and there's so many fun, campaigns you can do about it, about let us help you grow your business.
Or what about even like, even if for myself, like a teacher appreciation, like getting a whole bunch for Teacher Appreciation Week would be really cute. Yes. Mm-hmm. So lots of really good ideas from that.
Love it. Yeah. And then promo or day this week, we had How as the sponsor.
And they had all kinds of things.
So many things.
Yes.
They have one of those blender bottles.
Yes.
That you do the shakes in. Are you a shake person?
No, I'm more of a juice. If I do anything, I more of a juice person. Yeah. So, but my kids do shakes. So yeah. So that was a good one.
Yep.
And then the gigantic goblet.
Yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love that? the plastic traditional malt glass. They did a plastic mason jar pitcher, which I love for summertime, being outside and with some sweet tea inside. Yes. How cute. Plastic light up champagne bucket. No, come on. Yes. That's fun.
How is great for all of your go-to plastic kind of outdoor events and party wear stuff. Yeah. So those were some great picks. So you can go over to PromoJournal.com and click on Promo or Day and check out all of Brandon's videos on How's great products. And then we had Building You with Kat Hinckley, and oh my God, she made me laugh.
She's awesome. She likes teeth like you like teeth.
Yes, I think even more.
Well, hers really sat with me because I also had braces, but something happened to a retainer and I never got it fixed. So I am really off of her. She's going to be really angry that I did not follow her daily activities.
So she talks about the importance of ongoing care.
Yes.
And she compares it to her teeth and her retainer.
What a great comparison too.
And talks about your business and the importance of ongoing care in your business. Yeah. So we always hear about that, about how, people work in their business, but not on their business.
Yes. And she did also say, which was true, that applying things daily so that they become your behavior.
Yes.
So that was important.
Very important. So that was, if you want to have a little chuckle, she starts by shaking her retainer case and getting your attention. So that was fun. And then Cliff Quicksell was back with another article in his series Cliff Notes. And he said, measure twice, cut once. And that was a piece of advice that he learned years ago from his shop teacher.
I love that little tidbit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so he said he stands as living proof that change and a new mindset is always within reach.
Yes.
And in this article, he talked about a calendar,
a marketing campaign for calendars. And he was skeptical, right? Because he's like, ooh, this day and age doing that. But then he plugged away and did some research and found how it's still relevant. I mean, I have to say personally, I would still be on, I loved I still have some of them, like my written calendar every day, written down. I used to I don't know, I love written calendars. But then with our family, everything was digital for them. And with Nate traveling, so I had to go digital, and I still miss my paper calendar.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same.
Yeah.
I used to have a huge paper calendar. I'd color code everything.
Me too. I highlighted. Oh my God, I loved it.
Loved it.
Everything in pencil so I could remove it if I needed to.
But then I did have to, same thing. Switched over to digital, and it was.
Yeah, it's not as gratifying.
No. I love the visual.
Me too.
And I like to see everything at once.
That's how I am.
So the big picture.
Yeah.
Which
so that
they say you can digitally, but
no, it's not the same.
No,
it's not the same. So great article, Cliff.
Yes, great article. I enjoyed that too. And it was very interesting because he said that, it totally changed his mind after he did all of his research.
Yeah.
So love that. And then Jolie Goodson was back with another edition of Branding Matters, and she sat down with Ben Higgins from Generous Coffee, and Ben was a former bachelor.
He has a
on
very
the show.
fun story.
It was a fun story. And I started listening, and he started off talking about how he kind of felt like out of place and not really
like an outsider.
Yes.
And the crazy thing is, he feels that it started when he was 7 years old. So, you just don't realize the impact of such something in your life that can happen. It doesn't even have to be huge, but stayed with him and affected him through his life.
Yeah.
So,
and then he talked to a lot about they talked about the show, about The Bachelor and his time on there. And then after he left the show, he said that he was chasing that high of being famous and
wasn't having anyone to share it with.
Yeah. And so one of his friends kind of called him out on it, and he had this like
epiphany.
And it was interesting how that kind of changed the course of his life and what he was doing. So fabulous story, and a great company story as well, and what he's doing with Generous Coffee. And so they donate 100% of the profits from the company to charitable nonprofit organizations. And they're trying to help nonprofits who are addressing injustices around the world. So it's really a neat story.
It really is.
And it's fun too, because he talks a little bit about Danny Rosen, and he talks about Ellie Bath from Logo Jojo, and how they both kind of helped him, and they all connected. And so we've got a great industry and some great people out there helping other people to succeed. So it's a great interview. I love listening to it. So if you have a few minutes, check that out. Branding Matters with Jolie Goodson over at PromoJournal.com.
Yep.
All right. And delivering marketing joy. So before we get started on this, it was funny. I was scrolling through social media, and an article came up from Inc. magazine, and they were talking about Chick-fil-A.
Oh,
and
who doesn't love a Chick-fil-A?
Who doesn't love a good Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich? So Chick-fil-A has been around for 57 years, which I was blown away by. And they said that every decade they kind of have to reassess how their customer experience. And I was like, oh my goodness, Kirby was just talking
about
with his guest about the customer experience and how important it is. So it was fascinating. But what Chick-fil-A is doing was they have this one store in New York City where they don't have drinks. You can't walk in and order. It's 100% online ordering. And so you can place an order and pick it up at the store, but there's yes. And they were saying that it wouldn't work in a lot of places, but in New York City, they're testing it out to see how it works. And they're doing a whole nother approach in Atlanta where there's a lot of traffic, and they're doing, it sounds like it's an elevated kitchen, and they're going to have like 4 lanes for drive-through.
Oh my.
And they're going to try to be able to get a lot more
so people don't have to park or wait
in
or
line. And so it's
hold up
interesting
traffic.
How they're looking at their customers and what their needs are, and trying to adapt to the areas.
I love that.
So it was a nice segue into what
Kirby's
talking about this week. So his guest was Joey Coleman. And
didn't he just look happy?
Oh my God, just the picture
he just listening, like his whole aura was just happy. Yeah, I really liked listening to him.
Yes. So Joey Coleman, he actually spoke at SKUCon this year in Las Vegas, and that's where Kirby had met him. And he's an author, a speaker, an entrepreneur. He has a book out, Never Lose a Customer Again. And they just talked a lot about the customer experience. And he asked, have you made it seamless, easy, and fun?
Yeah, I wrote the same thing down, and I was like, that's Promo Corner.
Seamless,
easy and fun.
So
he just described us.
But
so we got it.
So I was listening and it was fun watching Kirby too, because Kirby's reaction.
He's like, yeah.
And there were just so many great takeaways and so many nuggets. And I was taking notes for myself, and we do our annual meeting every year. And there were a few things I was like, oh, we could focus on this and look at that. And so there was just so much great stuff there. And his energy and enthusiasm was contagious.
Yeah, it really was. Yep.
So many great things. I just have this whole list of, he talked about 5-star reviews and how to give yourself grace, and 5-star reviews aren't always, the best, because you start to sit there and think, could anybody really be that perfect?
Right. And making mistakes, and how a lot of times building a relationship after you made a mistake is more important, and actually means more to the customer, that they will stick around based on how you fixed the issue.
Yes. So, and he talked to you about how we focus so much on getting new customers, but what about focusing on who you have, and how are you doing that? And they, kind of compared it to, dating, are you still sending flowers? Are you, still?
Yeah.
So, great stuff there. Very fun interview to listen to. So you can go over to PromoJournal.com and click on Delivering Marketing Joy and give that one a listen.
Yes.
And then Joel Schaefer.
Yes, the takeaway, he talks about Brand Fest. Well, first of all, I had a couple things. It's a fantastic idea, but I feel like Promo Corner, we already could nail this.
I was like,
seriously though.
Well, so this article got me thinking on so many levels, and that's what I love. That's, a sign of a good article is when you can get people thinking. And so good job, Joel Schaefer. And so at first I was like, Brand Fest. What's a brand fest? What did I miss? I missed a brand. I didn't know what I missed. So that got me intrigued, and I wanted to read more. And basically what it was, for anybody who doesn't know, is a marketing company presented cool and creative ideas with creative histories and case studies. There were live shots, there were videos, there were excerpts from happy clients. And he said the biggest draw were these prize portals.
Which you always, when we did our promo shows, the prizes and the quizzes, and that's what, like, I was thinking, like, you've nailed that down. Like, it's people love that.
They do. They love it. It seems so simple, but at the end of the day, it's a really
Do you know what I was surprised about? It was only 30 minutes long. So like, this wasn't like a huge time commitment for people either. Like, it was like you got in, got what you needed, got out. It was fun. It was quick.
Yes.
Knowledgeable. You learned a lot.
Yes. And he said the time too, I made note of that too, the 30 minutes, that blew my mind. I was like, yeah, that's amazing. And then he said it was at 8:30 in the morning.
Yep.
So he said, you just, put it right there on your schedule. You start your day doing it. And he said, if anybody wants to do another one, that send him an invite. He was really impressed by it. So it was interesting, because it got me thinking about how, just a few years ago, we were doing so many virtual shows and meetings and conferences and all sorts of things. And then people seem to start to tire of them, and they were saturating the market. Then we get back to being in person again. And I think we're at the point now where people are like, yeah, back in person's great, but guess what? It's really expensive too. And people have to take time out of their work week and their personal lives and everything else to go on these trips. So in 30 minutes, you can have this brand fest and get all this great information. So
I don't think it has to be one or the other. This is something so simple that can just go along with the rest of your marketing campaign. You know, I mean, 30 minutes, that's nothing.
No. So great idea. Good article. And I'm intrigued and want to learn more.
Right, Laurie.
So that's on my list.
Dig deeper, just like Cliff's article says.
Yep. All right. What else do we have?
We have Designer Path by our very own Jessica Onions. And I have to say, I was so proud today when I opened that article to read it, to see that she did her article today on our very own Maddie Patasso, our marketing assistant. And I'm like, this is awesome. Talking about people lifting each other up and celebrating each other. Like, I'm getting teary. But it was a great article about product photography, which, I mean, I need help in any photography, but basically it's all for your phone. Something is so simple from your phone. So she did a Q&A with Maddie. And what's exciting is Maddie has her own show coming, which we all are very happy about. And that's going to start in April, right?
Yes, it's called Through the Lens.
Yep. And, oops, sorry. No. I'm just so excited because the other thing about Maddie, she's an amazing photographer. Like, the photos that she does for weddings and senior portraits, you should follow her Instagram because her pictures are awesome.
They're amazing. She is a professional photographer, so she knows what she's talking about, and her photographs are gorgeous. So she's going to kind of, I don't want to say dummy it down a little bit.
Well, she will need to for me.
she will be. We're her audience.
Yes.
So, and she's had a lot of experience with us. So she's going to just be sharing once a month. So Maddie,
pretend it's Laurie and I that you're doing these videos.
You're doing them for us. So once a month, she's going to focus on a different kind of skill, tip, trick, using
TikTok, right? Style videos.
TikTok style videos, using your phone to take better product pictures.
Yeah.
So, and maybe she'll throw in a few pointers for us about, have you ever seen, like, they do like the angles?
Like, that's what I need.
I just need to take all the time.
No,
when I'm taking pictures, they're like,
I do not know angles. No. My kids say I take the worst pictures. They're like, how do you take the worst pictures? You have the best phone out of everyone in this house. You have the worst pictures. I'm like, I don't know.
See? It's me. I feel better.
So maybe after the product tips, Maddie, you can just help us with some regular photograph tips.
Yes, that would be nice. So that is starting in April. So be on the lookout for that. Great article, Jess. And that was fun. I was so excited when I saw that too. I was like, yay. And love it or hate it, we have another one from the Vegas show.
How many more do we have left? Because I love these. I always get sad when they run out.
I know. I'm not
hopefully
sure.
A few more.
We'll have to. Yeah, Maddie has all the footage, so I'm not sure how many. But this coming up tomorrow is Heather from PPAI and Lawrence from Viewline, and they sat down and you can hear their thoughts on things like dad jokes and mullets. So.
And I personally like both.
Mullets?
I think they're hilarious. I grew up in Pennsylvania. I mean, I think most people had mullets the whole time I was growing up, so it's endearing to me.
All right. Well, we know your thoughts on that. And dad jokes, I knew that would be a love it. All right. Interesting. All right. So that's coming up tomorrow. And then we also have the rundown coming up tomorrow with Laurie and Amelia. And they talk about regional trade shows.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to hear their opinions and takes and thoughts on all of that. And then they talk about the Oscars top 10 movies.
Oh, it's sad. I couldn't even name one probably. Like, I don't pay attention anymore. With streaming, I've really gotten out of
I haven't
the movie stuff.
I haven't really paid attention either. And then circadian chronotypes, which I'm wondering if that's the same as the circadian rhythm.
I don't know. Is it something that I did read about the invasion of the locusts. Does it I know it's a different word. I was just being funny. I've just lost it because I've been in the house sick for a week.
First time out.
But yes, maybe like circadian rhythms.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. A chronotype. Yeah.
Something like that.
What I would think. Yeah. And then Steve Shannon is back with another article in his series Bits and Bytes. And last month he did an introduction to your computer part 1.
Nice.
And this month is introducing your computer part 2. So this month it is open secrets in Windows. So Steve said that there are all of these amazing things that you can do in Windows.
Wow.
But most people don't know about them unless they're big gamers. So he's sharing all of these secrets. And the first one in his list, I was like, oh my goodness, is video capturing.
Oh,
so you can do it right from Windows. He said you don't need to open up any special apps or download anything.
I need to read that and get some tips, because I do not utilize my computer or my laptop the way that I know I probably could.
Yeah. And he gives you all of the secrets on clipboard history, and there's a nightlight feature. So there's all sorts of neat things. So you can check that out tomorrow and learn some new things that you didn't know your computer can do. Pretty exciting.
Sounds good.
That was a busy week.
Wow, that was a busy week.
Whew, I'm exhausted.
Where's that cat? I'm going to go cuddle with Fox. Take a nap. Well, thank you for having me back. It was nice to be back today.
It's good to have you back. Thanks for joining us, and we will see you back next Thursday.
Bye.
Take care.